Hello everyone, this is Raj. Welcome to the world of Salesforce. Today is the day 31 class where we are going to discuss how to use update record elements in a flow. Right? How to use update record element in a flow. So in the previous class we have covered how to create a records and how to add the particular flow in a detail page, right? And how to use the get records and how to handle the errors, right? Error handling, right? And how to use the for loop, right? So these are the topics we have covered in the previous class. So today we are going to discuss updating a record. So updating a record means the system should consider the record ID, and based on the record ID, it should update whatever the fields information. Right? Let me go into the Salesforce here. For example, this is a contact, right? Uh, Let me go into any one of the account. So in this particular account, see here, if you are trying to create a new record, new account record means there will be no ID here. Right? ID will not be generated. After the creation of a record, after the creation of an account record, right? So whenever it is getting saved into the database, then only this ID is generated. Right? So for every creation of a records, in order to create a record in the Salesforce, no ID will be generated. After the creation of the records, an ID will be generated. Why I'm saying this topic is in order to update the records, we need this particular ID. So system is going to identify, okay, this is the record I need to update it. Right? For this particular record ID, whatever the details are there. So based on the details, I need to update it. Got it? So now today I am going to update a simple use case here. Let me explain one use case for you. For example, I am a user. So I logged into the Salesforce, and in the Salesforce, so I have gone to a account detail page, right? Account detail page is there. Now in under this account detail page, we are having, if you go here, go into the Salesforce, we are having some address information. See here, billing address information and shipping address information. Some address information is there. So I need to update this address, right? So based on the input given by the user, right? So I need to get this, first of all, I need to get this address from this particular account record, and these particular details need to be shown to the user. And if the user needs to update this account billing address details, so whatever the address given by the user, and that new details need to be updated here. Okay. So go to a screen. So under this account detail page, I am going to update the address here. I am going to update the address. From where I am going to address, I need to create a one screen, right? So I need to display it. Display address information in a screen. Display address information in a screen. Right? Information in a input as an input. As input. Display address information as input. Right? So that user can change the address. Okay. Next. So whatever he is going to change, user change the address and click on the update address. Right? So here I need to add the update record. So then update record coming into the picture. Then update record coming into the picture. If the record is getting updated successfully, then show the success message, or else show the error message. Okay. So that final step, anyhow, we know that already. We have seen number of examples previous this class. Right? So from this account detail page, I need to display those address to the user, and in that particular address fields, he is need to whatever the address fields he wants to update, he can update those address fields. Okay, but how to retrieve the record address information? How to retrieve the record address information means we need here get records. We need here get records. Got it right? So I need to get the records from the account detail page, and in that particular account record, whatever the address information is there, I need to display that particular address information to the user. Okay, so let us start the flow. Go to Salesforce, go to our flow, just click on a new flow. Okay. Now see here, I'm adding a green flow here, create. What is the first element I need to add? So see, if you see this diagram, so from the account detail page, so this is the account detail page, Edge Communications. So under this account detail page, I am having some address here, billing address, shipping address. So system needs to consider this address information from this particular record. So from this particular record, it should consider means what I need to take. So if I added that particular flow here, anywhere some here, like adding in some action button or directly add a flow, right? System should consider that particular record ID dynamically. So where in whatever the record it may be. So that particular record ID, it should the flow should take dynamically. Okay. Now go to our flow. So here add get records. See here, get records. Okay, just click on this, get records. Okay. So what I need to get here, get the account information. Get. So get account information. Okay, get account information. What is the object? Account. Okay, so this is on the account. So now what is the condition? So when I need to consider the records, so there are, for example, there are millions of records are there account. So in those millions of records, for every record there is a record ID, right? For every record there is an ID. So for example, this is the ID field is there, right? So see here, this is the ID field. So this particular ID, whatever the ID is there, okay, out of these million records, millions IDs are there, and that particular ID should equal to what is that? So dynamic ID. So that ID should equal to like this. Copy this one, paste it here. So which is a hard coded, right? So in the millions of IDs, in that particular ID should equals to this value. Then system is going to consider this particular record, and all the values are captured there. But now here I have hard coded it. So no need to hard code. This is not the best practice. So what I need to do here? So go to this toolbox. So create a new resource, create a variable. What is that? Record ID. You need to create here record ID. What is the data type as text? Come down, available for input. Okay, click on done. That's it. Right, whenever this particular flow added into this detail page, and this particular account ID is passing as an input, right? Input to that flow. So then see here, that particular ID is equals to whatever the detail page you have opened, that particular account record ID, right? ID is equals to whatever the detail page ID is, the record detail page is there, that ID it is system is going to consider. Now add here record ID. See here, record ID. That's it. Okay. So now just close it and save it. Okay. So what is the label? Update account address screen. Okay, save it. Done. Now, after getting the records, for example, there is some system error is there, unable to get the records. That means I have given, instead of ID, I have given some uneven ID, like input ID, I have not passed any ID. That means no records has been get here. Some error is there in order to getting the records. Then directly add the fault path, Okay, so under this fault path, add our screen. So which should show error error get accounts, right? This is the fault path for get accounts. So error get accounts I have taken. Okay. So remove this and add our display text. Display text here. So under this, what is the API name? Error message for get account, right? Error message for get account. Error message get account. Error message for get account. Okay. So what is the resource flow global variables flow dot fault message? Okay. Highlight this, bold it. Okay. Come down center. That's it. Click on done. Done. So this step is completed. Okay. Now, so for suppose I have found, the system has found that particular record. Okay. If the record is not found, then obviously it is going to show the error message. If if the record is there, then what I need to do here? So I need to add the address input fields. I need to add address input fields. How to add the address input fields? So I need to add a screen element. So label is account address information. Okay, account address information. So remove this. Okay. Now, whatever the information is there directly in the, see here input variables are there. So all these are inputs. So just drag and drop this address input. That's it. See here all the address related information will be displayed here. What is that API name? Billing, right? Billing address. Label should be billing address. Okay, see here billing address. But if you go to this account, come down, see here, two addresses are there. Billing address is there and as well as shipping address is there. Right? So I need to display the same address to the user. So that means billing address he needs to update and as well as shipping address he needs to update. Okay. So now come here. So in order to add two addresses here, just add a section. Just drag and drop this section here. Okay. So add column. Two sections are added. So billing address drag and drop into the first box. And here one more address field is there, right? Input address, drag and drop this second input address field, address section in the second part. Okay. What is this? Shipping address. Okay. Label should be shipping address. Okay. Hope you understand how I have added this address information. Right? These are not the display text. It is the input, right? Input component. Just I have added the address input component into our screen element. Right? This is the address input component. If you see here, go to this billing address. Now, if whatever the value is, for example, there are some values. Street value is there. Let us say street value as some street, let us say BHEL. Okay, if you see here, city as some Hyderabad. Okay, state as Telangana. Okay, see here, whatever the fields I am giving, the same fields are going to display here. That means default value is going to display here. Right, postal code, all these values, whatever the values you want to display to the user, So all these values are getting displayed to the user, right? If he wants to update it, then he can simply update. But see here, these values are hard coded. See here, street value I have hard coded. So every time the user logged into the this particular screen, user open this screen. So simply he is able to see every time BHEL, Hyderabad, Telangana, all these details, which is not supposed to be, right? Country as India. So same details he is going to see every time. But it is not our use case, right? So whatever the details is showing under this account detail page, see here, if you click on this edit button, so some 312 constitution plus some details are there. So billing city is Austin, billing state is TX. So some details are there. This particular information needs to display to the user. Then user can, okay, this is the wrong address. So I need to update this address. He can update the address every time. So that means these address fields needs to be changed dynamically based on the record. So based on the account record. If you open, this is for edge communications record, this is the address. If you open another record, another account record means some other address will be there. And that particular address needs to be displayed here. That is why input component I have added. This is the input component. Okay. So whatever the account information, account address field information is there, that particular information need to be displayed here, not as a hard coded values like this, right? Don't display hard coded values. So because every time only if you have a hard coded means every time these values are going to display, which is not supposed to be. Okay. So then how to do this? So if you come down, so street value, under this street value, remove this. So what I need to display it here, right? So instead of this default value in this address information like country, state, street, right? Now I need to select under the record single variable, whatever the get records element is there. So in the get record elements, one record has been retrieved, right? So where I have given the condition ID equals to record ID. So that one record, this let us say edge communications record has been retrieved now, right? In the get records element, so this record has been retrieved. Okay. So in the get records, so one record is retrieved means edge communications record is in the get record now. Get record element here. Click on done. Let's say now the edge communications record is here now, right? So in that particular edge communications record, whatever the address fields are there, that needs to be displayed here. So you need to select get record information. So coming to billing address, go to the street value. Here, see, under this get records, click on this. So what is the information you need to see? Address, right? Billing, see here, billing street. So just enter billing, see here, billing street is there. Done. Next, coming to city value, remove it. So under this get, so billing city is there. See, next coming to state. Okay, remove it. So under this get collection, so get element, only one record is there, not as a collection. It is a single variable. So multiple variable means that is what we have discussed in the previous class. Then it is a collection. There we have to use the loop. But here it is a single variable, right? So simply only one record will be there. So under this billing, what is that? Country, right? Sorry, state. Billing state. Billing state. Sorry. Under this, enter for billing state. That's it. Okay. Now, state or postal code. So under this, select billing postal code. Come down, see. Okay. That's it. So country is also there. Remove it. Under this, billing countries. Done. Okay. Now the same, do the same exercise for shipping also. So under the shipping street value, so under this record single variable, select shipping What is that? Street. Street. Next to city. Under this, shipping. What is that? Shipping street completed. Shipping city. Shipping. Under this, shipping city. Okay. Next, come down. State. Under the single variable, shipping state. Next, postal code. Postal code. Country. Shipping country. That's it. Okay. Click on done. Just click on done. So add some head there. Call script. Add here. Update account address. Okay. Update address here. Okay. Update address here. Some message I'm going to display. Okay. Update address here. Okay. Update account address. Let us see. Update account address here. Now click on done. That's it. So this is now completed. Okay. So now what needs to be done here from the single variable? So from this get record elements, whatever the information is that particular information is going to display it here. Okay. So go to this screen again. So under this header I have okay, ignored, remove it. Now under the footer, instead of this next button, use a custom label that update address. Update address. Okay. Now click on done. Update address. Okay. Now it is completed. Now just save it now. Just save it. So screen is completed here. So now the user has updated some of the information. See here. So this screen is completed. In the account detail page, I have retrieved the records and that particular record information is displayed here. Now the user has modified some of the details in the address fields and he click on the update record. What needs to be updated? So for this, you need to add here update record element. Just add here update record. See, update record element. Okay. Now what needs to be updated here? Label should be update account address. Update account address. Okay. So see here. Use the IDs and fill all the fields record. So if there is any record collection is there. So simply use that particular collection. For example, like this. So we have get record one collection is there, right? So if you want to use like this, with a single collection, single variable collection, just simply you can use like this. But now here it is not our use case, right? It is a single variable, and that too we are not going to update any information here. It is the get record. Whatever the information from the account is there, the same information is going to captured here. Like this, we need to prepare one collection, and that particular collection, if you want, you can add it here, or else specify the conditions to identify the records. Just click on this. So what is the object here? Account. Okay. So here come down where ID equals to the same condition, where ID equals to the record ID. If the ID equals to record ID, then update this information. What is the information? So billing city, add fields, come down. Okay. So billing city, next one, billing country, next one. So billing postal code, add field, Billing state, billing street, add one more field. So billing street. Okay, billing address is completed. Now add fields of shipping. Shipping. Okay, shipping city. Come down. Shipping country. Shipping postal code. Okay. Shipping state and shipping street. Okay. So these values needs to be updated. With what value? With what value I need to update? From the screen element, whatever the user updated the values, those values need to be captured under this standard fields information, right? So under account billing city, whatever the value given from this screen, that value need to be passed to account billing city, like all the fields, billing city, billing country, all this. So here I need to add from the screen. What is the screen? Account address information. So see here, under this billing address is there, right? Click on this billing address. So what is that? City. So from the input screen, whatever the city information the user updated, so that information is copied to account billing city. Like the same way, add all remaining details. From the screen, billing address, add billing country. That's it. From the screen, from the billing address, postal code. Next, state and street. Okay, billing address, state. Sorry. This is the street, right? Paste it here. Okay. So in this, come down, billing address, state. State. Okay. State or province. Okay. Now come down. Same for the shipping. So come down, shipping, city, shipping country, shipping country, shipping postal code, shipping state, shipping street. That's it. Okay. Just click on done. Okay. Now click on done and save it. Save it. Now, if the records are completed, if the records are successful, okay, then show the success message or else show the default message. Okay, just a success message at the screen. So saying that record updated, saying that record updated. Okay, hide the header. So just call script, drag and drop it. Updated message. Okay, here. So record, you can write like record updated, record updated. Okay, record updated. Just click on done. So if you want to make it as a large, okay, click on done. That's it. Okay, if there is an error means just add the same fault path. Add fault path. Simply add screen if there is an error. Okay. So update error screen here. There is a screen. Update error screen. Okay. So remove this. So simply drag and drop this display text. Update error message. Okay. Under this flow variables. flow fault message. That's it. Okay, click on done. Done. Save it. Okay, just to debug the flow. What will happen? Just check this. Okay, see record ID. Okay, record ID is it. Now I need to pass this particular edge communications record ID as an input because I have given the input variable, right? So enter as an input record ID. So I'm passing it as dynamically. So click on run. Now see here. So whatever the information you are seeing here, 312 constitution plus the same address. The same address will be displayed here. Okay. So let me, for example, let me remove and update something. Country. Okay. Here also. Just I'm updating a few fields. X paste it. TX paste it. Okay. Ask now so cut and paste it. That's it. Okay. Now click on this update address. Some addresses I have updated here. Just click on update address. See, record updated. Okay. Just go to this edge communication screen. Refresh this screen. Refresh this screen. Previously, all this information are in a single box, right? Now let us check. Go here. Come down. Come down. See. Just open this. See. Whatever the fields I have updated from there, right, in the input screen. So from whatever the way I have given in the input screen, the same data will be updated here, right? Hope you understand. Now, please add this particular flow in the record detail page. If you want to add here in the detail page means how to add this, just go to this edit page. So before that, you need to activate this flow, right? So activate this flow and go to this particular edit page. Go to this edit page. So drag and drop this flow here. Whatever the flow is there. Okay, drag and drop wherever you want. So here I am going to place it here. Now select our flow. What is our flow here? Update account address screen, right? Just click on save. Now go back. So whatever the flow is, no, wait. So you need to pass a record ID, right? Record ID as an input. So you need to pass the record ID as an input here. Or else it will not work. It will not consider this dynamic edit page. It will not consider this value as a dynamic. So every time the record ID needs to be taken by this flow as an input. Okay. Just click on this. Come down. See, record ID is there. Don't hard code any value. Just pass the record ID into this variable. That's it. Recorded whatever the record page you have opened, that particular ID it is going to pass as a dynamically. Pass record ID into this variable. Now save it and go back. That's it. So if you want to update directly, you can update from here. So it is looking like some weird. So I need to add it as an action button means yes, you can create an action button. Already we have discussed in many classes. So just add this particular flow in an action and add that particular action button here. Like simply update address. Simply add a button here, update address. So when you click on this update address, this screen is going to display to the user, right, with these details. So whatever the details are there in this account detail page, like address information, all this information will be displayed to the user. And if he want, he can update from there. Simply you can add one quick action button, update address. That's it. Okay, that's it for today. So if you are having any doubts at any point of time, so please mention in the comments. I am going to respond to those comments. Okay, keep following this channel for the latest updates. Thank you.